Alright guys, it has been a while, but we are back on Twitch with the Football Manager 2023 Rangers Career Mode, also known as the Rangers Rebuild. Why is it called the Rangers Rebuild? Because we need to rebuild after finally getting back into the top flight, after finally winning a league title and stopping Celtic for doing 10 in a row. We Rangers bottled the league, and it's as simple as that. So that wasn't too good. Squad is pretty much on the way out. Ange Postecoglou at Celtic has turned things around. So yeah, Rangers are in need of a rebuild. And one way we're hoping to rebuild Rangers is by getting into the Champions League and getting that Champions League money. So that's what we're going to find out this episode. And we also have the first Old Firm derby of the season. So this is going to be absolutely massive, man. Big games in here, and we need to win them. Of course, this is currently live on Twitch, but if you're not watching it on Twitch, then do not worry, because it will be uploaded to YouTube at a later date. But here, watching it live is where you want to be. But anyway, whether we win live, whether we win postponed, let's just get the wins. We're starting against Hibs today. We're having to travel to Easter Road. It's not ideal. In 3 days' time, we have to take on PSV in Eindhoven. So yeah, 2 back-to-back away games. Then we play Ross County at home before an away trip to Partick Thistle and an away trip to Celtic. So 4 of our 5 games in this episode are away ties, which again, like I said, I don't know who done the fixture list. I'm not exactly happy about it, but what can we do? We can't just refuse to play away games. It will even itself out in the end, so we just have to make the best of it here. We just have to play them, and I'm hoping that we can win the majority of them. For me, the big game is the Champions League game. That is massive, man. I think we're trailing 2-1 from the opening tie, so we've got it all to do. It's going to be difficult to turn things around, but turn things around we must if we want to get that Champions League money, and of course we do. Of course we do. And not only do we want it, I think we need it as well. If we want to bring in... There's a lot of players that are leaving the club, or at least their contracts are running down, and they could potentially leave the club. So we need to get that money in. Now, apparently, according to our assistant manager, we should be cautious against Hibs, but I'm not going to do that. We will get stuck in, though, don't get me wrong, we will do that, but I don't believe that we should be going cautious. I don't believe that we should be dropping deeper either. I think we should be attacking Hibs. We've currently got a perfect record so far in the league. I'm going to go, mentality-wise, we're going to be positive. Yilmaz has been playing pretty well. I probably will continue to play him, although Barisic is currently averaging a 7.02, but again, Yilmaz is averaging a 7.24, so I kind of want to stick with Red Fan Yilmaz, so I believe that we will go with him. But I mean, if you look at the back line, McLaughlin, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis, Red Fan Yilmaz, even Ryan Jack, they're all playing really well at the moment, so I'm not going to disrupt that too much. Could maybe bring in Stephen Davis for this game, although I don't know if Davis is someone that should be starting matches, but you know what, I might give him a start here. We'll bring him in. Sharpness isn't great, he's lacking sharp, but anytime we've played him he's been half decent. We're going to go with Kent on the left, Tillman in the middle, Matondo on the right, and it's going to be Antonio Cholak up front, and I think that's how we're going to line up, is it? I'm looking at the rest of the players. Yeah, that's how we're going to go then. So this is it. This is the team that will be taking on Hibs. Stephen Davis is lacking match sharpness, but we won't worry about that. I mean, even if he was totally 100% fit, I wouldn't expect Stephen Davis to, last the full 90 minutes anyway. I don't think he's a 90-minute player anymore, unfortunately. I think Stevie Davis is more of a substitute player, or maybe you play the first, half an hour, first 45 minutes, then we'll see if he's still alive after that. But let's go. The fans, don't let our good run of form come to an end here. That's what I want to say to the team. And this is a massive game, because not only do we want to make it 4 wins for 4, not only do we want to stay top of the table, we want to keep our confidence sky high before this Champions League game against PSV. And a way to keep it sky high would, of course, be to defeat Hibernian and make it another win. So for me, this is absolutely crucial, man. So we need to do that. Here's the team though. Cholak, like I said, up front. Tillman just in behind. As for Hibernian, I don't know how they're going to be lining up. They're currently sitting in 3rd place at the moment, so they're doing okay, but you know, a loss here today for Hibs and they'll be on the back foot again. So they'll be looking to win at home. We'll be looking to win as we try and make it 4 wins before. Both teams looking to win. Maybe both teams not necessarily needing to win, but both teams definitely want to win. Davis whips a ball in early. It's going to fall for Yuan, and Yuan tries to get away from Jack, but nah, Ryan Jack, the Jack of all trades, says no to that. Ridvan Yilmaz overruns it, and this ain't good. Tell you what, Martin Boyle, you do not want him running at you, and at the moment he's running at the Rangers defence. It's Caden though, Chris Caden, looking for an opportunity, plays it through the Doyle Hayes. This is not looking good. It's Johan, and it's a block, and this Jack gets rid of it. But yeah, we should not have allowed Hibs to create that opportunity in the first place. Tavernier now picking it up, and Hibs playing out for the back here. Paul Hanlon to Rocky Bashuri. It looks like Rocky Bashuri is playing in midfield. Either that or Hibs are playing 5 at the back and he's just getting forward. But based on the way Bashuri's lining up here, he's actually playing out of position. But I tell you what, it's a good ball through to Johan, and it's it's a goal. Unless the linesman saves us, and he might. I think he has. Was it offside? VAR's going to check. Oh no, was it offside? That's the big question. Goal awarded, so it wasn't offside. David Monroe awards the goal, and VAR have given Hibs the lead here. Well, not the VAR itself didn't give Hibs the lead, but it allowed their goal to stand. It was touch and go. I'm not too sure if it was offside or not. I couldn't really tell for the angle that I seen, but yeah, not good enough. And we are 20 odd minutes in here. Tavernier picks up a booking, and we trail Hibs, so we need to react to that. Let's see if we can get the team encouraged here. We'll shout on the sidelines, and hopefully we can see a bit of a response. McCurdy has picked up a booking as we approach half time. We seem to have responded pretty well. We haven't really created any chances or any highlights, but we had 8 corners, 7 shots, so we look like dominating possession as well, so we look like the team more likely to get a goal here. But at the moment, Hibs have the only goal, even though we have created 10 shots to their 2. So yeah, I don't think it's been a horrible performance, but at the end of the day we're losing, and we need to change that. Let's see. I want to see a much better display in the second half. They've seemed to respond pretty well to that, and I think I'll be making some substitutions. I know it's early, but I'm going to give us like 15 minutes, and if nothing happens, if we do not get away back into the game, then yeah, I can expect to see the changes being made, because I'm not going to sit around here and just wait. We do need to do something, so let's go attacking. We're going to demand more, and I think the substitutes will come right now, because yeah, second half hasn't really been kind to us. We haven't really done anything. Let's see then, we could get a second player. Do we stick 2 up front? I don't think that's really worked in the past. You know what, we're going to push. I think we're going to stick 2 up front. I am going to go for it. I believe it will be Morelos coming on. We will look to put in someone here as well. So there you go. And who is going to come off? So Ryan Jack can stay in centre mid. Stephen Davis is going to come off. We'll bring on Scott Arfield. Scott Arfield can play as a... We'll play him as an advanced playmaker. No, we'll play him as an attacking midfielder on attack. And Malik Tillman, who has been doing okay, he's not really delivered today. I'm going to bring on... Do I bring on Fashion Sakala? Do I bring on Morelos? Morelos is lacking sharpness. You know what? Sakala's motivated. We'll bring on Fashion Sakala. We're going to give Sakala a chance. Maybe that's a mistake, but we're going to do it. I know Morelos is probably sitting on the bench thinking, why the fuck is he not bringing me on? But I've got to make some tactics here. I've got to make some changes of my own, and I need to go with this. So that's it. Look how many players we've got attacking though, man. Look at the role duties of all these players. Attack. Literally more than like 7-8 players on attack here, so hopefully it pays off. But we might actually bring Morelos on. I just felt like I had to go with Sakala, since Sakala is motivated. Sakala's got more sharpness. I mean, I think Sakala's probably more likely to get us a goal, but we'll see. 20 minutes to go. Not a lot has happened here. It's going to be a Rangers corner though. It's a chance for Ryan Kent to whip one in from the left hand side here. Ryan Kent looking, it's headed away by Rocky Bashuri. Matondo Bringing it in though, whips it in, but Kolak, brilliant, that's brilliant. Colak with the goal, Matondo with the delivery, plants it, just delivers it perfectly onto the head of Colak, and he makes it 1-1. So with 20 minutes to go, we are back in this game, and I was literally just about to bring on Morelos for Colak, but I don't think I will do that now. Actually, with that goal, I think that's going to probably change things for us. So 13 minutes remain. We might switch things around, we might put Fashion Sakala out on a wider position, so, but Matondo's having a good game. Kent's done nothing. I think we're going to I might put Sakala out on the left and then bring on Alfredo Morelos up front, so I think we'll do that, and I'll leave Matondo here, because I don't really want to take Matondo off, and that's how we're going to do. So there you go, making another change, and we might take off Jack, and I think we'll bring on Lundstrom, just to try and get some fresh legs on the middle of the field, and he can play support central midfielder. So that's us. So we're making all our substitutes. May as well make all 5. May as well get some fresh legs on. And let's see. We're going to demand more here with 9 minutes remaining. Sakala picking the ball up, plays it to Goldson. Lundstrom turns around and he finds Redfan Yilmaz, who picks out Sakala. It's a good chance here for Rangers. Sure, Sakala, man, he hits it right at Davy Marshall. What was that? Fashion Sakala, we know the guy can't score, we know he couldn't finish his dinner, but from there I expect it better. Oh, Tavernier, top of the netting. Great chance for Tavernier to give us the lead, to probably win the game for us, but he's hit the top of the netting, and it looks like now, unless something happens here in the last, 3 minutes, I don't think it's going to, but we've got, I don't even know if there's any point, man. We're going to go more direct, but we've literally got a minute to go. Probably left this too late. You know what, a draw at Hibs against Easter Road, it's not a bad result. Obviously I wanted to win to keep the record going, keep the 100% record intact, but you know what, we've got a point. We came from behind to rescue a point. That's not bad. We'll take that. At least we didn't lose. And look at the amount of cards in that game, man. 9 yellow cards. Pretty insane. Kind of surprised no one got sent off, to be honest. Normally these games can't always produce a card or two. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a red card in Hibs versus Rangers. And you know what? I'm going to have to sympathise with the team. I thought we played well enough to win. I thought we created enough chances to win. But unfortunately, Hibs got that goal early on and they managed to hold it for a point. So, I mean, it is what it is. We stay top of the table, albeit if Celtic win their game in hand, they will probably overtake us on goal difference, but I mean, it's early days. I mean, I'm not going to cry about being second place at the league after 4 games on goal difference. You know, there's bigger fish to fry. We'll cry if we're behind on goal difference after 38 games, but at the moment, no, I'm not going to cry. We're going to just get on with it. So, our match against Partick Thistle has been chosen for television coverage, which will get us an extra 10k, so we'll take that money into the bank. Player of the match was Antonio Colak. I'm glad that he's continuing to score. I'm glad that he's scoring game in, game out. That's what we need. We need players that can put the ball in the back of the net, and he's certainly one of them. I just hope he can do it in 3 days' time when we travel to Holland and we take on PSV Eindhoven, because that, a goal in that game is you could be looking at a £40 million goal. That's how much a goal could be worth in that game if it's the winning goal. So yeah, Colak, I'm hoping that he packs his shooting boots. Hopefully they do not get left in the airport, or else we are fucked. But yeah, Celtic still haven't played their game in hand yet, so we're just sitting here waiting patiently to find out what the score or what the result of that game is. I believe they're playing on Sunday actually, so we won't know till tomorrow, but I will assume that they're probably going to win and probably leapfrog us in the Cinch Premiership before our game against PSV Eindhoven, but not too bothered about that. I mean, the game I'm bored about is the one coming up in 3 days' time. Celtic actually taking on Hearts, so I don't know, Hearts sitting in second place. This could go either way. Obviously Celtic are favourites at home, but I mean, Hearts are playing well this season. They will be a tough team. I don't think it's going to be cakewalk for Celtic, not at all. So Celtic just get the win, 2-1. Lawrence Shankland did pull one back, but it wasn't enough. Celtic seen out the 2-1 victory, and we're actually level with Celtic, so we've scored. But the goal difference is 6+ each, so they must be ahead on goals scored, but it's tight after 4 games. You know what, I've no real complaints about that. It would have been nice to see Celtic drop points, but they didn't, and in fact it was us that dropped points. So I mean, it is what it is. Player of the week went to McCrory for some reason. Don't know what he done. Why was he so important? What did he do to earn player of the week? I just want to know who's going to earn player of the night against PSV. I'm hoping it's someone in a blue shirt. Let's put it that way. Better be someone in a blue shirt. We need to be in the Champions League. Don't get me wrong, Europa League's alright, but I mean, it's not quite the big boys of European football. So I'll be looking to take out PSV. I recommend that we bring in Leon King. I don't really want to stick Leon King into a qualifying game in the Champions League. That might be too much for him. I believe we will probably stick with the team we've got, unless, of course, Connor Goldson can't go. If there's like a fitness issue for Connor Goldson, then we might have to look at resting him, but I'm hoping Connor Goldson will be okay for this game against PSV, because he is crucial, I think, to our defence. I think for Connor Goldson, we do struggle, so here's hoping that he pulls through and he makes tomorrow night. And yeah, I think our centre-back options are good, especially once we get Suter back. I'm hoping that Suter and Goldson can be the centre-back partnership going forward. Now, there was a poll put up, and it is between, it's Goal. So Goal has put a poll up, who's going to win between PSV and Rangers, and we've been given the slight edge. So 37% of people think that Rangers will win. Now, is that people think with their hearts or thinking with their heads? I don't know, but I just hope 37% of people are right come Wednesday night, because I really, really want to win this game. We need to apply these individual trainings stuff. It's not even Wednesday night, it's Tuesday night. So yeah, PSV have a 2-1 lead. They beat us at Ibrox, and now we've got it all to do. So make 8 changes. We're going to make 8 changes. I don't think I'm going to be... I think I'm going to go balanced. I'm not going to go cautious, but we are going to go balanced. You can see a lot of the condition of these players are down. Ryan Jack, he doesn't look... He looks a bit tired, to be honest. What are we going to do? Cholak is ready to go. What can we play Cholak as? Apparently he's best as a deep lying forward on support, but I'm going to play him as an advanced forward on attack. We can also play him as a poacher. Tavernier's obviously going to play. Matondo had a decent game last time. But Ryan Kent was shocking. I actually don't know if I'm going to take Ryan Kent off. But then again, if it's the problem is, if you take Kent off, then who you really replace them with? You know, you can... I don't know. I don't think there's anyone really ready to come in and displace Kent for the starting 11, so we probably will start with Kent. Stephen Davis I thought was okay in the last game, but I'm going to start with... Who am I going to start with? That is the big question. We'll start with Glenn Kamara. We're going to start with Glenn Kamara. We'll play Glenn Kamara as what we're going to play, a deep line playmaker maybe? Yeah, deep line, but then again, I think that gives us two... Yeah, fuck it, deep line playmaker on support. That's what we'll do. Apparently that's his best role to play. So I think that's it then. Ben Davis will start alongside Connor Goldson, although Leon King is tipped to come in. Do we really want to risk Leon King doing a Champions League qualifier? I like King. I just don't know if I want to put that much pressure on him. Is he worthy of coming in? He's an exciting prospect. I mean, he is valued at 9.6 million, so you know what, maybe... No, we're not going to do it. I'm going to keep the same partnership. Like, Davis and Goldson have got a green link, so it looks like they're obviously doing pretty well with each other. I'm going to just leave King on the bench. Even if it means that our fitness might be a little bit down, I'm just going to give the players the benefit of the doubt. If I need to make changes in the game, we'll make changes in the game. But for now, I am going to stick with Connor Goldson. I'm going to stick with Ben Davis. And we're going to see if they can stick us into the group stages of the Champions League. So here we can see the PSV team. Benitez, Menwen, Teza, Obispo, Max, Fearman, Sangare, Simmons, Maduki, Gapco, De Jong. Solid players in there. Also got good players on the bench. Look at El Ghazi, Van Ginkel, Gutierrez. This is a good team here. This will not be a pushover. This will not be cakewalk. As we know, we lost the opening match at Ibrox, so we're under no illusions that this is a tough game. It's probably a 50-50 game if we're being completely honest. This is arguably a coin toss. Let's just hope that we pick heads and we get heads, or we pick tails and we get tails. Hopefully we're not tucking our tails between our legs after the end of this game. But here we go then, walking out the Champions League. We're ready to go. They've got the Champions League banner, or the Champions League thing, whatever you call that circular thing in the background. They've got that going, we've got the anthem going, we've got everything going, and now we've got the match going. So here we go. Referee blows for the start of the game. and it will be PSV getting us off underway. We're 6-7 minutes in now, not a lot happening, no shots, although we just got a corner and we're edging possession. So first corner goes to Rangers, but can we get first blood? Čolak heads it on. That's easy for Benitez. He just comes out, picks it up, and any chance that Rangers had there is pretty much gone. Benitez now holding on to the ball as if it's a newborn baby. Doesn't he want to let it go? Eventually he does. PSV get it forward. It's Madueke against Ridvan Yilmaz. Madueke to Fearman. Fearman plays it up to Menwen. He's going to keep this in. It's Sangare. This is... Oh, I don't like this. Oh, it's Tavernier. Clears it off the line. But it's back to Madueke. What the fuck was that? I think it's that Tillman playing us back into danger here. Sangare, shot block. Tillman plays it up to Čolak. Čolak, awful pass, man. What was Čolak doing there? You tell me. I think he deserves to be subbed for that. That was really, really bad there for Antonio Čolak. He must do better. I can't believe how bad that was. But yeah, Čolak, you need to do better than that, son. Honestly, that was a terrible attempt at whatever it is you were attempting to do. I think I can see the pass on the sidelines there, but it just was not good enough. So yeah, we'll see. We will see here. It's been a quiet half. Not a lot happening at all. I mean, we're going to keep on going, but it would be nice if we could get the first goal. We've only had 2 shots in the opening, 37 minutes, so at the moment PSV will be happy with this because they don't even need to score, they just need us not to score. So PSV at the moment looking the more likely team to go through, and I think we will have to make changes here at half time. Glenn Kamara's taking a knock, that's not good, so it looks like we're going to have to take Kamara off. We do get to half time. So we get into the dressing room, we can look to change things now, and that is what I will to do straight away. So let's go to the... First of all, we're going to tell them... what are we going to tell them? I don't know. Thrash Arms, what was that? You need to get your acts together and start playing football. And now the players look fired up, so this is good. This is what I wanted to see. Now we're going to get into the tactics, and we do have to change things up here, so let's go for it. We're going to go attacking in this second half. Glenn Kamara is going to have to come off, unfortunately. I think we will bring on... I don't know. Are we going to bring on Arfield? Are we going to bring on Davis? Are we going to bring on John Lundstrom? I think John Lundstrom could be the man to come on. So we're going to bring on Lundstrom. We'll play Lundstrom as... What are we going to play Lundstrom as? The box-to-box man on support. So we're going to play Lundstrom box to box on support. Matondo's not had a great game. I may take Matondo off. He's looking anxious as well, so I think we will take Matondo off. We'll look to bring on Fashion Sakala, who's looking professional. Hopefully we can see a professional second half performance for Sakala. And I think that is the changes then that we're going to make in possession. We're just going to get more direct. We're going to up the tempo more. We're going to try and get overlaps going as well. So we want to try and get players to attack on the wings. So let's see if we can get... We've already got Ben Davis, not Ben Davis, we've got Yilmaz and Tavernier getting forward. We need to get forward quicker. Let's try and hit early crosses as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack out wide and just try and come at a different angle to PSV. So we're going to get... Do we push Tavernier and Ridvan Yilmaz further forward? You know, we might play Tavernier here. And is that a bit too far? No, fuck it. No, I'm going to go for it. We're going to play him further forward. Yilmaz again, we're going to do it with Yilmaz as well. So that's it. We're going for it. This does look slightly dodgy, I'm not going to lie. We could maybe push... do we do that? Does that look better? I think that's how we're going to go. This is tricky, I get it, man. We could be potentially throwing things away here. Antonio Čolak has not been great either. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring Morelos on. I'm going to give Morelos... Oh wait, I'm not. No, I'm going to give Čolak 15 minutes. Then we're going to bring Morelos on. So, I'll give Čolak 15 minutes to get things changed here, because he just hasn't shown us enough in the first half, and we need a goal. You know, a draw is no good to us here. We need to get a goal in this second half. So you know what, I'll be fair. Čolak has been scoring goals for us this season, so we're going to give him 15 minutes. But if we get to the hour mark and nothing's changed, then it will be Alfredo Morelos coming on. But here we go, Fashion Sakala. His attempt at a cross didn't really go anywhere, but then Davis picks up Lundstrom. Oh, it's falling through to Ryan Kent. It's going to come to Čolak. It's a goal! Antonio Čolak, 6th goal of the season. A bit fortunate. It somehow made its way into the box. I think Ridvan Yilmaz got brought down in the penalty box, but you know what? We'll take it. We will take it. We're back in this tie. Away goals do not count, so that's actually a good thing, because PSV would have had 2 away goals in Ibrox. So as things stand, we're currently level, 2-2 on aggregate. And with half an hour to go, here we go, it's Kent now. Free kick, can we turn this around? Back post, it's going to be Lundstrom first to collect it. John Lundstrom shot blocked. It's going to be Fashion Sakala, and he gets out-jumped by Benitez in the PSV goal. So Benitez then holding on to the ball, half an hour to go. Could be a case of next goal wins it. It could be Benitez then launching it forward. He's picked out Gapco. It's a great ball actually. De Jong now. It's Madueke. I don't like this. It's through, and it's Madueke. Noni Madueke has scored, and he just puts PSV back in front. Scintillating stuff for PSV, and it was poor defending for us, if we're being honest, man. We have to do better than that. Not good enough at all. And we're going to have to berate the team, I think. We're going to have to demand more. We're going to have to do something. We've got 23 minutes now to get a goal, to get back into this tie, to get back level. As things stand, PSV would currently go through 3-2 in aggregate. So, yeah, we need to do something, and we are going to do something right now. We're going to... first we're going to watch this highlight, and we're going to pray that PSV do not score. Because if the PSV score, then that just completely changes everything. And then we go from needing 1 goal to 2 goals. But Ryan Kent with a good interception, but just loses it to Van Ginkel. Not good enough for Kent. We need to press and try and get this ball back. PSV though beginning to come into the game more. It's Van Ginkel, he's running through. It's Van Ginkel out wide, crosses it. I don't know, could it be a cross, could have been a shot, to be honest. It wasn't good. Whoever it was with Van Ginkel, you would have expected better than that. And it was really, really poor from the big man. Right, we're going to... Oh God, we're going to go for this, aren't we? We're going to put Morelos up front with Čolak. So, yeah, it has to be done. I know this is tricky. I know this is... it's leaving us very, open at the back. I get that, but we need to find a goal. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and find a goal. We're going to bring on Alfredo Morelos. He comes on for Ryan Jack. He can play as a pressing forward on attack. We're also going to bring on Scott Arfield for Tillman. And that will probably do. One more change to make. We'll bring on Tom Lawrence. Tom Lawrence can come on for... who are we going to take off, though? That's the question. Who do we take off, actually? I don't want to take off Ryan Kent, because Ryan Kent's actually had a pretty good game. Sakala's took a knock, though, so I think we'll bring on Tom Lawrence for Sakala. Maybe we should have brought Wright on. Wright does have the pace. There's something maybe we could have brought Wright on, but you know what, fuck it, we're going to bring on Tom Lawrence, and hopefully Tom Lawrence can do something here with the remainder of this game. So that's it, we're making all the changes, we're pretty much just going for it. That's all we can do, roll the dice and hope that we get a couple of sixes. But right, here we go, very attacking now, and yeah, let's do it, let's berate the players too. I don't think we can do any more, man. We've literally shouted at them, we've changed everything. We're going to go as direct as possible. We're going to try and overlap on the left, overlap on the right. We're just looking here, and look at that, PSV have made a bunch of changes as well. So PSV are trying to make sure they do not concede, and we're trying to make sure that we score. Something has to give. Ball played up, and it's going to be Van Ginkel down to Gapco. Ridvan Yilmaz, oh, he's on a yellow. If he brought him down there, it could have been sent off, but if he doesn't bring him down, it could have easily been 2-1 on the night to PSV, and it still could be 2-1. It's ball out to Madueke. Ridvan Yilmaz gets back, plays into Av, and now Rangers on the attack. Lawrence up to Morelos, back to Lawrence. Oh, what a ball that is for Lawrence, through to Arfield, into Čolak. It's fucking lagging, and it's Benitez with the pickup. Oh, that is so close. I cannot believe we haven't scored that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that could probably do it. I don't think we're going to have one last chance, are we? Ah, that was it. The ball was played in. Fucking lagged. And then Benitez picked it up. We've got 2 minutes to go. We're into the last minute. I don't think we're getting a chance. Oh, we're not. It's finished here. It's full time. PSV have done it. They've held on for a 1-1 draw, and that 1-1 draw will see PSV into the Champions League, and it will only be, unfortunately, Europa League for Rangers. we tried. You know, we did try. We did create chances towards the end there. We just weren't good enough, and I don't know what to tell the team here, really. I'm proud of your efforts, even if it wasn't to be today. I'm going to go with that, because I don't think we were bad. I just think we weren't good enough, which I guess it's not a good thing, obviously, but I don't think we were completely outplayed by PSV. But yeah, we lost 3-2 in aggregate, but you know what? A lot of teams could lose 3-2 in aggregate to PSV. So we'll see. We'll see. We've got some injury updates. So hopefully we get some of these players back soon, but it's going to be a while before any of them are ready to come back into the team. Yilmaz is playing pretty well. Rangers defeating Champions League playoff path. Yep, that sucks. Champions League. Yep, PSV get past Rangers. Fashion Sakala's going to be it for 10 days. Not too good. Glenn Kamara's going to be it for a few days as well. Rangers received 86k for playing in the Champions League playoff path, and we get 4.31 million after losing to PSV in the playoffs. So money. It's not quite Champions League money. Well, it is Champions League money, but I guess this is where the Champions League money ends. It would have been great if we could have won that and got ourselves into the highest level of European club football, but we'll just have to settle for the Europa League. Plus, I mean, good memories last year of getting to the final in the Europa League. If we could repeat that, I'm sure Rangers fans would be more than happy if we could go on another really good run. So that's what we'll be looking to do. Unfortunately, we won't be going far in the Champions League, but we can still have a good Europa League journey. Up next, though, we need to settle our attention back to the Scottish Premiership. We'll be taking on Ross County. Then we have Partick Thistle in the Premier Sports Cup. Then, of course, it's the big game. It's the massive game. It is the Old Firm Derby, the first one of the season. Celtic versus Rangers. Those games can normally decide where the title goes, and we want the title to be coming to Ibrox. So we want to try and wrestle the title back to Celtic. So for me, that game will be absolutely crucial. We couldn't win the Champions League game, so we better win the Old Firm game. That's how it works. You know, if we'd have won the Champions League game, I would have probably settled. I'd have probably took a win in the Champions League if it meant losing the Old Firm game. But the fact that we didn't get through the Champions League means that we now must win the Old Firm game. In my opinion, it's became must win. So we've got the Premier Sports Cup second round against Partick Thistle, I believe, on Tuesday. I think the Celtic game is on the Saturday. I think we'll be fielding a second string team against Partick Thistle. I don't want to show any disrespect towards Thistle, but at the same time, I think we want to rest the players. I think we want to have our best team available for the Celtic match. So, yeah, we will be looking to rotate and keep players fit, keep players fresh. And I think playing Partick Thistle in the Premier Sports Cup gives us a good opportunity to do that. But like I said, first, we need to take care of Ross County. If we beat Ross County by a decent enough margin, we can actually be ahead of Celtic going in to the Old Firm game as well. So it's a big game, this Ross County game. Because I'd love to go into the Old Firm game knowing that a draw keeps us ahead of Celtic. Rangers have been awarded 2.93 million after qualifying for the Europa Conference League group, Europa League group stages. Forget about Conference League. Don't know why I keep saying Conference League. Nothing about Conference League. It's Europa League, and I don't know when the draw is going to be made for that. I think it might be today, and it is today. So we're going to find out then who we get in the draw. I mean, 42 teams will go into the hat. Rangers are in there. Manchester United are in there. Lots of big teams are in there. So let's go ahead and view this draw then. And hopefully, I would love a good group. I would love to get a big name in there. Obviously, I want a winnable group, but it'd be nice to come up against a big team in the Europa League. Okay, so let's start the draw. We are in pot 1. A bit surprised about that, but I'll take it. I thought we would have been lower than that, but I guess not. I guess we've got a pretty good coefficient. So, who's going to come out from pot 1? I believe the first pots don't really matter, so I think we'll actually just... Can we skip this? I believe we can't. Or can we? I don't think so. Arsenal going to Group B. Let's look at pot 2. Pot 2's got Feyenoord. Who else is pot 2? Got Monaco. Some big teams in pot 2. What about pot 3? Who's got pot 3? Union Berlin's in there, Freiburg in there, then pot 4. Hearts are in it. Holy shit, Hearts made Europa League. That's brilliant. That's great news for Scottish football, right? We've been drawn in Group F. Group F for Rangers, so we'll keep an eye on that. I'm looking at these pots, man. I honestly don't see how we don't qualify for this. Even the hardest group possible, I still think we'd be in a good position to qualify, so I'm not going to say I'm happy that we didn't make the Champions League, but there's definitely, I definitely think we should be looking to get out of these group stages easily, because I don't know, the quality of teams in this Europa League just don't seem to be that good in my opinion. Who's going to join Lazio? It will be Rennes, so that's Rennes and Lazio. That's pretty decent. Man United now will find out their opponents. It's going to be AS Monaco. That's the toughest group so far, Group E. Right, who are we going to get? Group F. Hopefully we don't get Feyenoord, and we do get Feyenoord, so it's another Dutch team that we'll be coming up against. So Rangers versus Feyenoord. It's Scotland versus Holland again. Roma have been drawn with Cluj, and finally that means Braga will be getting Real Betis then from Spain. Now we move into pot 3. Who do we want for pot 3? There's Bodo Glimt in there, there's Fenerbahce, there's Union Berlin, Freiburg. I'm not too bothered. I'd probably take Slovan Bratislava if I could pick one, but I'm not too bothered. I mean, I guess I would maybe rather, I'd prefer to avoid Fenerbahce. We're not going to get Freiburg, which is pretty good. Group E now. Who's going to be in? Slovan Bratislava. So the team I want is done. We ain't going to get them. We move into Group F now. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? Union Berlin. So we get German side Union Berlin. It's a decent group, but I think we should be favourites to get to that. I really do. Michelin go into Group G. And the last group, we have Group H. It's going to be Braga, Real Betis, and Fenerbahce. Right, here we go then. Moving into pot 4. Bit interested to see who Hearts get. They cannot get us, remember. Teams from the same country are not allowed, so we know that we will not get Hearts. But I do hope Hearts get a group that they can get out of. You know, I'd like to see, obviously, Scottish teams get as far as they can. It helps the coefficient, and it keeps us entering at better opportunities in Europe. But that's not good there for Hearts, getting drawn with Lazio and Freiburg, and I think Rennes as well. So that's the tough one for Hearts. But let's see who we get then. We've got Maccabi Haifa, Zurich and Slaviko. We've got Slaviko from Czech Republic. Not too sure who they are. Slaviko. Not really heard of them before. So I think that's a pretty good draw for us. You know what? We'll take that. And then Group H is going to be Maccabi Haifa from Israel going in there to complete the draw. You know what? I will take that. That's pretty decent. I don't think it's that bad. I didn't really want Fenerbahce out, the teams that were remaining, but I mean, I'm not too bored. Like I said, I think you could have given us a nightmare group, the hardest group in that, and I still think we would have qualified. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And yeah, I believe that we should, fingers crossed, be able to win that group and get out of the group stages and book our place in the next round of the Europa League knockout stages. That's what I'm hoping to do, but it's going to be quite a while before we get to the Europa League. I believe the games are scheduled for the start of October, or maybe because of the World Cup they could be starting earlier, so I guess we'll find out. But anyway, like I said, Europe isn't really our main thoughts at the moment, isn't our main priorities, because we turn our attention to domestic football, and we have to take care of Ross County first, who are sitting in 11th. So they've not had a great start to the league, but they'll still be dangerous. They will still be looking to cause an upset, although I think we should have way too much for them at Ibrox. Got a bunch of fixtures now that have been moved. Again, none of these are really bothering us at the moment. And I just want to get into this Ross County game. We haven't won a game so far in this episode, so it would be nice to get that winning feeling going. I'm hoping that we can do it. I'd like to get a nice, comfortable, maybe 3 or 4-0 win against Ross County. Yeah, I'm not asking for much, but you know, we need to win. Let's put it that way. Draws against Hibs, draws against PSV. The disappointment of getting knocked out of the Champions League. We need to make it right. And the way we make it right is obviously by beating Celtic, but you know, beating Celtic would mean a lot less if we don't beat Ross County, so we need to beat both of them. First take care of County, then the formality should be Partick Thistle in the Premier Sports Cup, and then we focus our attention on the big one, and that obviously is Celtic. They're taking on Dundee United today, early kick-off at Tannadice. Could Dundee United cause an upset? I'm hoping so. Can Dundee United do it? Come on, Dundee United. Come on, the Arabs. Let's smash Celtic. Let's give us a chance. And we haven't even seen the result, so we didn't even. Oh, 6-1. Jesus Christ. Dyson Maida with 4 goals. There's me hoping for a Dundee United result, and they got absolutely smashed off the pitch, man. Stephen Fletcher sent off as well. That's not good. Celtic have just. They've almost doubled their goal difference in that match, so. Yeah, it's going to be tough for us now to go into this Old Firm game ahead in the table. We would need to win 6-0 today, or 7-1. We would need to win by more than 6 goals or more in order to be above Celtic in the league by the time we get to the Old Firm game. That's going to be pretty difficult. You know what? Ben Davies, are we going to rest Ben Davies? I think we are. We're going to bring on Liam. We'll play Liam King. I'm going to give Barisic a game as well. We will. Who else are we going to rest? I think that's maybe it. Ryan Jack. We might rest Jack. Let's see. Do we rest Jack? I think we will. I think we'll play Lundstrom and Glenn Kamara, and that probably will do it. Maybe. Do we maybe rest Ryan Kent as well? Well, Ryan Kent looks fine though. I don't think we need to rest Ryan Kent. And we've got McGregor sitting on the bench. McGregor sharpness is not good, but I'm not going to rest. I'm going to play McGregor in the next game, so we'll leave that for now. And let's go. Let's do this. Borna Barisic is lacking match sharpness and may struggle to see the matchup. Fair enough, Borna. Fair enough. Just don't give up on us, mate. I mean, it's 90 minutes. Surely you can see 90 minutes out against Ross County. Not asking that much. And there's the Ross County team then. They're going to be Laidlaw, Johnson, Baldwin, Ivacotti, Purrington, Kankola, Callaghan, Edwards, Danda, Obalage, and Jordan White. So, Ross County is basically... I think it's not the strongest 11, but it's pretty close. Let's see. The fans expect a win. Do not let them down. Okay, that's the message. You know, we've got 50,000 teddy bears in this arena. Let's not let them down today by slipping up against Ross County. That's basically the message that we have given here, and now we need to go out and make an impact and let them know that we have heard that message loud and clear. Tavernier picks up a booking early on. A bit unnecessary if you ask me. Did he really need to get booked 4 minutes into the game? I don't think so. Matondo heads it down to Tillman. It's out now to Tavernier. Tavernier to Cholak. It's Johnson. Johnson's cut across. Johnson plays that out to Edwards. Kankola spinning around. Kamara, Kent, Tillman. What the hell? Big lag. Massive lag. Cross comes in. Smith Kamara out to Matondo, and it's over the bar. Cholak should have done better there. I think it took a deflection though. So it was a chance for us to take the lead, but not quite. There's going to be Borna Barisic. Whips it in, left foot it. Back post, Cholak's there. So not a good effort for Cholak, and that one is well over the bar. So yeah, not great there for Antonio Cholak. But another corner, Barisic to take this one. Into Cholak, off the bar. Cholak's there again. Kankola gets ready. Kamara, King. It is Tavernier. Where's Tav going? Still Tav. In towards Tillman. Oh, what a goal. Malik Tillman. Pick that out, goalkeeper. Jesus Christ. It's an absolute rocket ship. I think that strike should need a licence, man. Fucking hell. That was a ship. A spaceship, rocket ship, any kind of ship, man. That is absolutely blasted into the back of the net there. Keeper no chance. And Rangers have a 1-0 lead here against Ross County. You love to see it. Early goal takes the pressure off us, and yeah, hopefully we can just settle into our game now, and this should be, fingers crossed, a formality. Tillman to Kamara. It's Barisic. Barisic spins around. Kamara. Hadji, Lundstrom, oh my god, he's hit the crossbar for about 40 yards out. John Lundstrom almost breaking the woodwork there. Big powerful strike. Could have been goal of the season had it found its way in the back of the net. Barisic with the corner. It's headed away again. And it leads to nothing. Ross County have had 2 shots so far, but they haven't really done much in the terms of creating chances. Baldwin just plays a long ball out, and McLaughlin, that's not great for McLaughlin there. There was no need for him to do that. Heads it straight to Purrington. Purrington now whipping a ball in. King doesn't get to that, and I don't believe it, Jordan White has given Ross County away back into this game, man. That is insane how that's happened. I don't believe that at all. "32 minutes gone. We were in control. McLaughlin's came out. He's went for, I don't know what he's went to do. He's tried to head it away when he could have caught it. It was inside the box, for God's sake. He could have just lifted the ball up, but he's decided to head it away. And Ross County now back on level terms as we approach half time. 2 minutes added on time. I don't think, it's half time. We're not going to get a goal as we get into the half-time interval, and now we've got it all to do. We're going to see if we can, we're going to go attacking for the second half. Let's see, I'm not proud of everyone's efforts, no way. Let's see, I'm going to, let me see, I don't really like any of these options, to be honest. I don't know how we're not winning, but keep going, we'll get our rewards eventually. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Players seem to have responded well. I technically know how we're not winning. It's because John McLaughlin's made a fucking massive error. That's why we're not winning. Oh, but I tell you what, Antonio Cholak doesn't care. That's his 7th goal of the season. He just doesn't know when to stop scoring. And any doubts about who our number 1 is, I think Cholak is trying to put them to bed quickly, just like he put that ball in the back of the Ross County net. So good to see us back in front. Didn't take long. Longer we left it, the more we would panic, and it could be 3-1. Oh, brilliant. Cholak makes it 3-1. Just doubles our lead within the space of a couple of minutes. Great pass, I think that was for Lundstrom. And we have literally just finished this game, in the space of a couple of minutes after half time. Ross County thought they were in it, thought they had a chance, and we said no chance, and that is it then. 3-1 up, and surely there is no way back for Ross County here. Purrington throws it up to Obele. Tavernier. White brings it down to Ross Callaghan. Fucking hell, Callaghan rattles one off the crossbar. Former Heartsman trying to get Ross County back in the game. We're going to go down to positive. I will also probably make some substitutions now. Let's just rest some players. Lundstrom's on a yellow, so we're going to take Lundstrom off. I'm going to bring on Stephen Davis. I'll swap him with Kamara. Tavernier's on a yellow. You know what? I'm going to take Tav off. I don't see the point of risking him. But then again, who do you bring on? You can play Leon King at right back. We'll do that, and we'll play Ben Davis at centre back. We'll do that then, and I think that's going to do us then. Is that it? I think so. Maybe we'll take Cholak. Cholak's on 2 goals. He probably wants his hat trick though, so I think we'll leave Cholak on for now. We'll take off Kent, and we'll bring on Scott Wright, and we'll bring on Arfield. I think that will do us. Maybe we'll bring on Morelos as soon as Cholak. Well, I say as soon as Cholak. If Cholak gets his hat trick, I don't want to take him off. I want to give him an opportunity here to get the hat trick, to get the 3rd goal. So we're going to leave him on for now. Davis heads it to Davis. Ben Davis to Davis. Ben to Stephen. King now. Coming forward, it's King. Oh, and it's Antonio Cholak, he's done it. I didn't think he'd squeezed that in there. I didn't think it was in, but it is in. And I think it's King who we pushed it into right back with the assist. So that is absolutely brilliant there. Leon King getting the goal. And we will bring on Morelos now. Now that Antonio Cholak has his hat trick. Here we go. Let's bring Morelos on. and everything is good in the hood. Let's confirm that sub, and we'll play out the remaining 12 minutes with Morelos up front. Doesn't look like we're going to add to any of our goals, so I think it's going to be 4-1, but I'll take that. It's a good result. It should have been a clean sheet. McLaughlin did make a mistake, but we won't sweat too much on it. At least we got the win. I'd be more bored if we didn't win, but yeah, it's still going to be an easy 3 points. And there you go, guys. It is easy. Rangers 4, it's Ross County 1. It won't send us to the top of the table, but it will put us level on points with Celtic. And, you know, it will give us a chance to obviously go top when we play Celtic in the Old Firm Derby. So happy with that. Let's see. Nice work, everybody. Good job. You know, we turned up. We were expected to win, and we did win. Can't really say much more than that. We did what was expected of us, so happy enough with that result. And there you go. Like I said, we're 13 points now. Celtic also have 13 points, so it's getting pretty interesting. It is getting pretty interesting. We're sticking with them. And yeah, cannot wait for that game. Now we have to play the Premier Sports Cup. And then, like I said, it's all about the Celtic game after that. But bear with me, guys. I will be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to take a wee quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll take on Partick Thistle, and then we'll finish things off with a massive Old Firm game against Celtic. Alright then, guys. We are back. Took a quick break there, had to get a quick drink, but we're back and we're ready to kick ass in the Premier Sports Cup against Partick Thistle. And then, should be a formality, then we change our attention to Celtic in quite possibly the biggest game of the season. Well, I mean, you could argue that was PSV, but the PSV game is kind of behind us now, so it is strange how that works. I mean, I think as soon as a game's in the past, it's like the next game almost becomes the most important game of the season, and that's kind of how I feel like the Celtic game is, so I think it is crucial that we win that. Now, it looks like we've conceded goals here, so we seem to be conceding goals around, I was going to say around the 6-yard box, but of course that's where you'd expect to be conceding them against, so that doesn't really help us much. Maybe we need to be a bit better defensively, but yeah, we will look at that going forward. But I think against Partick Thistle, I wouldn't expect us to have any sort of issues. It should be a comfortable win. Partick aren't doing that great. I think they're struggling in the Championship, and I would be amazed if we don't get an easy win. I'll be disappointed as well, to be fair. Never mind amazed, I'll be extremely gutted if we don't wipe away Partick Thistle like a stain, like a yellow stain, or like a piss stain, or something, any sort of stain. I don't know, a bad stain that you don't want. We're going to be the bleach in this game. We're just going to take away Partick Thistle. We're going to wipe them out of existence. So here we go. Rangers are expected to travel with about 5,000 away fans. So I do expect, I mean, don't get me wrong, we are playing at a weekend side, so I do expect Partick Thistle to make a game of it. It's not like we're the strongest 11, therefore Partick Thistle do have a chance, but I would still expect our second 11. I don't even think it will be a full second 11, you know. I think we will mix it up, but we'll probably put in a couple of first team players in there, maybe a couple of second team players, maybe a couple of youngsters. I do expect Partick Thistle to make a game of it. I don't think we'll by any means blow them away, but I do think we should be winning this. And with that said, guys, it's now time to go ahead and pick the team. So hopefully we can... Who's this guy actually? Hold on a second. Wait, hold your horses. Yusuf Gabasivagov. Who's this guy? His contract runs out. He's a right back. This guy might be worth having a look at. His contract runs out at the end of 2023. He's got 5 caps for Bosnia. I tell you what, I'm actually going to have a look at this guy because we do need backup for Tav. And this dude looks alright. He's only 22 years old as well. We're definitely going to shortlist him. And you know what, we will make an... Alright, we can't. Transfer window's not opened yet. Damn it. But, you know what, we have shortlisted him because I do think he looked a good player. And I will check out these scouting updates at a later date. For right now, though, I'm more interested in just winning games because the transfer window isn't open. But that Bosnian guy, he definitely looked like he is worth having a second look at. And that's what we will do, hopefully, once we get into January. But there you go, you see one Rangers player in the team of the week, and of course that was Antonio Colak. He got a hat-trick, so I mean, how could he not? 6 Celtic players in there. In fairness, they did win 6-1, so I think you'd expect to see a lot of Celtic players in there. And here is the lineup then for the Premier Sports Cup game. We have a couple of Premier League ties in there. You've got Aberdeen, Livingston, you've got Celtic, Ross County. So yeah, we could have got a tougher tie, but I still expect us to win this. So let's go. We're going to bring in McGregor for McLaughlin. That's the first change that I'm going to make. McLaughlin's been doing okay, but he did make that mistake in the last game, which didn't please me too much, let's be honest. Tav, I guess, do we start with Tav, or I don't know if I should start with Tav or whether we should put Leon King out at right back, just because why not? I think Tav needs rested, doesn't he? Yeah, we're going to put Leon King out at right back. We will put... Who are we going to put at centre back? We will play McKinnon. Okay, we're going to bring in McKinnon. Maybe we should... Hold on here. Let's see if we can bring in... Let's see any players for the B team that maybe could play this game. Who have we got? We've got... Devine. Could play... Devine's tired though. We can't play Devine. I would have played him, but yeah, he definitely can't play this game. Lindsay could play. Alex Lowry's injured. Ross McLaughlin could play. Robbie Ure. Maybe. Do we stick maybe Robbie Ure on the bench? I think we will. You know, I think we're going to put Ure on the bench. And what about McCann? McCann could possibly go on the bench as well. Right, let's see here. We'll put Robbie Ure. We'll put him on the bench. Who are we taking off though? That's the big question. We'll rest Yilmaz. Robbie Ure can come on the bench, and maybe McCann as well. Define, unfortunately, is just too tired, but Charlie McCann, someone that I want up here, we will play him and we'll put him on the bench instead of... who can he come on for? Why did I didn't even put him up there, damn it. Didn't work, right, where is he? Where's McCann? Right, where is he? We found him, good. Fuck, wait, it's not letting McCann, for some reason it's not letting McCann play. What if we try and swap him out for, just go straight for Kamara? Then it worked. Okay, so that worked. So, let's see. We're going to play Sakala up front. We're going to give Sakala a chance from the get-go. We're going to play Scott Wright. Ryan Kent. I think we'll play Tom Lawrence as well. Maybe Tillman. Is Tillman better out on the right? He is, actually. So we'll play Scott Wright there. Lawrence through the middle. Let me see. Do we... You know what? We could just start Charlie McCann, to be honest. I think he's good enough to... I think we should give him a start. You know what? I am going to give him a start. I'm going to give Charlie McCann a start. John Lundstrom. We will also play John Lundstrom. He can play. Barisic can play. We're going to play Lewis McKinnon. And I think Robbie Ure is on the bench. So yeah, that's how we're going to line up then. Is Connor Goldson going to play as well? Did I play Connor Goldson? Yeah, fuck it, we'll go with that then. So we'll have made a lot of changes, but not too many, and we'll be going attacking. So giving a chance to McCann, giving a chance to McKinnon, and I'm sure Robbie Ure will make his way onto the pitch at some stage. But I want to start Sakala. Hopefully we can get a couple of goals up, and then bring Robbie Ure on, and there's not too much pressure on him. Last thing I want to do is start Robbie Ure, and then we get to like half time and we're not winning. I don't want to take him off without a goal and blame him or whatever. So yeah, we'll start him on the bench, but we should be able to beat Ross County. Not Ross County. Should be able to beat Partick Thistle here. I'd be annoyed if we don't. Look at their form. I mean, they've been struggling in the league here with Ian McCall as their manager. Just one draw in their last 5 games with 4 defeats. So no matter what way you look at it, that ain't good. Not even the most positive and optimistic Partick Thistle fan could spin that into good news. But yeah, here we go then. Let's put Partick Thistle to the sword here. I want a nice convincing win. I want the game to be over by half time. So if we can get to half time with a 2-3-0 lead, that is what the doctor ordered. That is what Son of Scotland 90 ordered. And it is Partick Thistle then playing it for the back. But Scott Wright's nipped in. He's stolen it. Finds Lawrence, it's back to Scott Wright. Scott Wright's going to look for Sakala, and that's easy. That's Sakala, first goal of the season. It took him long enough, but finally he does get off the mark. He celebrates, in front of the fans, and yeah, it's an easy lead there for Rangers. Possibly a mistake as well for Partick Thistle, and the last thing they can afford to do, what the fuck is this? We've just went off the screen. Where's Football Manager, for God's sake? Anyway, as I was saying, the last thing they can afford to do is give away goals, and that's exactly what they've done there. But here we go, it's Borna Barisic. Can Borna Barisic get a good delivery? Oh, it's been kept out by Sneddon. Chance there, Borna Barisic almost scored it with his left foot. I thought it was in, I really did, but no, not quite. Close, but not close enough. Barisic then whipped my ball in, it's headed away, and nobody can get it in time. 22 minutes in, still, at the moment, still Rangers 1, Partick Thistle 0, but we're doing well. We're doing alright, we're in. We're looking to try and double our lead before half time. 6 shots to Partick Thistle's 1, so we're not doing too bad. We're doing all right. 35 minutes on the clock. We're approaching half time. Looks like Connor Goldson is looking a bit tired. He is. I mean, we could take Goldson off at half time. I don't see why not. McKinnon now playing it short. McCann was almost short-changed there, but he still came away with the ball. Now McCann out to Goldson. Goldson brings the ball down. Goldson now charging, looking for Tillman. It's Tillman now trying to get past the Partick Thistle man. He plays in towards Lawrence, but it's not good enough there, and Holt will get rid of that. But McKinnon again is first to it. And what the fuck is with Football Manager on Twitch? Seriously, man, why does it lag so bad? Right, Scott Wright. Can Scott Wright do something here? He's found Sakala again. That's a penalty. Sakala goes down. It will be a penalty. Not too sure who's going to take this. I think we'll just let them fight over it themselves. Whoever wants to line up and strike it can do. It's going to be Barisic. Borna Barisic runs up and he puts it in. I think he needed a goal. Confidence-wise, you know, it's his first goal of the season. He's been kept out of the first team by Ridvan Yilmaz for basically the entire season so far. So I think he needed a wee goal to get his confidence going there. So I'm happy to see Barisic not only take that penalty but also score it. Tiffany, he's tried to get one back for Partick, but Al McGregor made the save, and Al McGregor will be looking for a clean sheet here. I'm not giving up on Al McGregor. I mean, he could still earn his way back into the Rangers team. He's not number 1 right now, but some good performances when he gets a chance, you know, and there's no reason why he can't get back in as the Rangers number 1. He's made a good save there, so happy with that. We're controlling the game so far. Happy days, keep it going. And we will just start the second half. And like I said, I will be looking to take Goldson off relatively quickly because we do have that Celtic game coming up soon. I'm actually going to take Goldson off now. I think we'll see what happens here with King. King going all the way back to Goldson. Speaking of Goldson, he picks up the ball, finds Charlie McCann. McCann, what a ball that is through to... Tillman hits the post. I think he was offside though. Would not have counted. Right. Well, here we go. Let's take off Connor Goldson. Let's get that done. Connor Goldson's going to come off, and who are we going to bring on? No, that's the question. We don't really... we've got Ben Davis, but I'm not too sure if I want to bring Ben Davis on. What I might do is, we might actually just play John Lundstrom at centre back. I am going to play John Lundstrom at centre back, and we're going to bring on Stephen Davis, I think. Yeah, we're going to bring on Stephen Davis. Up front, I'm going to bring on Morelos, and we're going to bring on Arfield for Tom Lawrence. Will play Arfield through the middle. And you know what, Robbie Orr, I probably will bring him on. Not right now. I'm going to bring on Morelos up front, but I do expect to see Robbie Orr at least get 10-15 minutes before this game ends. Mullen now coming forward for Partick Thistle. Partick Thistle really need to find something. At the moment they have not offered much. It's Smith. It's Bannigan. It's through to... and it's a goal. It's Mullen. Danny Mullen then gets Partick Thistle right back in this. Nice strike. 4 minutes into the second half, and Partick Thistle, we thought they were down and out. Well, they're definitely down, but I guess they're not out. They've got right back into it. And who knows, maybe we need to be a bit careful here. This game is maybe not as done as we thought it was. They're still away, I guess, for Partick Thistle in this match. Scott Wright launches one into the box. Milne heads away. King chests it down. Leon King now working his way around. It's Davis to King. Back to Lundstrom. Lundstrom now looking for Charlie McCann. McCann looking for Scott Wright. Doesn't find Scott Wright in this. Oh my god, Partick Thistle again. It's Danny Mullen. Danny Mullen's through. Danny Mullen is through. And he has put it... Oh, he's put it past McGregor, but he puts it past the post as well. What a chance for Danny Mullen to get the equaliser there, and he hasn't taken it, man. Wow, big opportunity gone. That's insane. Right, let's tell these players to... Let's berate... Oh, fucking don't hit praise. Let's berate them because they've been absolute shite in this second half. So, yeah, we need to... Come on, we need to see something different. Tell McKinnon to mark Danny Mullen. Yeah, he definitely needs to mark him. Getting him way face far too easily here. Right, we're going to make... Many subs we've got left. We've got 3 left. We're going to bring on Robbie Orr. I don't really know who for, but we're going to bring him on. Who we're going to take? I don't even know what we're going to do. Let me look at the... Do we maybe play... Let me see. Scott Wright didn't. Scott Wright started, so we're gonna play Robbie Orr here. Maybe play. I don't know if I want to play. I don't even know. What do we do here? What the hell do we do? Play Ben Davis further up. We're going to play Arfield out here, and we'll play Robbie Orr up beside Morelos. So we'll play 2 up front here in the last 20 minutes. Robbie Orr can just play that, and then we'll maybe Matondo, Ben Davis, Ryan Jack. We'll bring on Ryan Jack. Charlie McCann's had a great game, but he's just looking too tired, unfortunately. So we'll bring on Jack for 19 minutes. I mean, I did want to rest Jack for the game coming against Celtic, but 19 minutes isn't going to kill him. Unless, of course, he breaks both his legs, then that would fucking suck. Hopefully not. Hopefully Ryan Jack, if he wraps himself up in plastic or I don't know, bubble wrap or whatever, something nice and soft but firm that will protect him, then he should be good for the following 10 minutes. But it looks like we're going to get to the full-time interval without conceding a goal. Partick Thistle made a game of this, there's no doubt about it, but we are going to get the win. And there you go, it's Rangers 2, Partick Thistle 1. Happy with that. Maybe the performance could have been better, but you know what, we put in the likes of McKinnon in there, we brought in McCann, and I thought they all had good games. Robbie Orr as well got, you know, about 15 minutes towards the end. Scott Wright came in, done well. I'm happy with that. You know, it wasn't the greatest performance, but we did change up the team a lot, and I think to get the win and get us safely into the next round, it's pretty much all you can ask for in that scenario. So it gets us a win, and yeah, I am happy with that. You can see some other results. I mean, pretty much anyone you expected to win did win. Celtic are through 3-0. Dundee United, though, have been beaten at home on penalties by Queen of the South. That is definitely a surprise there. So big shock to see Dundee United go out at home at Tannadice against Queen of the South. The draw, I guess, will be made for the next tie. So it'll be interesting to see who we get. I wonder if we will continue to avoid Celtic. The way I see it, if we're going to win this cup, we probably have to play them at some point. Could be now, could be the final, but we will see. For now, the only thing that matters is we are into the next round. So I'm happy with that, and we got to rest some players, and we got to play some fringe players. We've got to give some of the young kids a chance as well. So overall, I am happy with that. And look at that, the first game in the Europa League has been scheduled. It is Feyenoord. So it's a home tie. I'll be looking to get off that big win. That's only, what, 4 days after the Celtic game, 5 days after the Celtic game. So, I mean, these games are coming thick and fast, man. There's not a lot of time here to regroup and, you know, get ready for the next match. As soon as you finish one match, you're like straight into the next one, man. You haven't even got time to breathe. It's unreal. Unreal. Right, let's see. Transfer deadline. Okay, the transfer window's not open though, so it would fucking help if the transfer window was open. How the hell can we sign players when there isn't a transfer window, you absolute tools? Here we go, quarter final of the Premier Sports Cup draw then. Let's find out who we're going to get. Let's go. Boom, Aberdeen against Motherwell. Dundee or Queen's Park against Inverness. Okay, Hearts, I don't really want Hearts. Don't give me Hearts. Oh, we do get Hearts. So it's Hearts at Tynecastle. Probably the hardest tie we could get if you don't include Celtic. Then Celtic will get Queen of the South. Why couldn't we get Queen of the South, for God's sake? I do feel like we've been hard done by there. Hearts at Tynecastle. That's going to be a tough game. No doubt about it. I tell you what, I think if we want to go through in this Premier Sports Cup, we're going to field a stronger team as Hearts than we did against Partick Thistle. I'm not so sure that the same players that played in that game would be enough to beat Hearts. But anyway, forget about that. Next is match you've all been waiting for. It is Celtic at Celtic Park in the Cinch Premiership, and we are looking to win that, and we are looking to go top of the table. Draw and we remain level on points, but of course lose and we would be 3 points behind them, which is not what we want, especially considering we came into this episode 2 points ahead of Celtic. So if we finish it 3 points behind them, then that will be a disaster. So just going into this game hoping to come away with a result, whether that be a win or a draw. Obviously the draw is not the desired result, but I feel like the draw is like a draw. I think is an acceptable result. It's not the result we want, but if you do get a draw, I don't think the toys will get thrown at the pram. I don't think I'll be getting any death threats and stuff like that. But you know, it's the kind of game where if you lose, then fuck, the death threats can be piled up at your front door. There you go, transfer window is over. I'm looking forward to January to actually officially start the rebuild and begin to bring some players in, and who knows, maybe some players will leave as well. But 2 days now to go. What will the injury concerns be like? Fashion Sakala should be okay. Rabbi Matondo should be okay. I know they picked up slight knocks earlier in the week, but when we've seen Fashion Sakala against Partick Thistle, he seemed fine, so I'm assuming he'll be okay for the Celtic game. Although I know who's playing up front. It's going to be Antonio Cholak. I mean, there is other options, but for me, Antonio Cholak is the only realistic option. He's the only guy that I can seriously consider playing up front, because he's been pretty much the striker, the number one striker up front all season, so it just wouldn't make any sense to change it now. Plus he has been scoring goals, so yeah, I think you've got to continually, you know, give the main man up front the benefit of the doubt. So I do have decisions to make in terms of the starting 11, but I don't believe Antonio Cholak is one of them. And as much as I would like to play Morelos, the guy's just not, his sharpness is done, you know, he's not fit enough. He needs to be getting game time, and he hasn't been getting it lately because it's just not good enough. I mean, it is what it is. I can't give game time to someone that I believe is going to be, at the moment, a waste of a shirt. So yeah, we need to see big improvements for Morelos before we can begin to start giving him regular game time. And this is like the longest fucking sim ever. I know we're on the transfer window, so I'm assuming it's taking a while here to get these new players in or whatever, but the transfer window's over, so it shouldn't be taking that long. Honestly, man, what has happened to Football Manager here? It's like it's taken fucking 10 years for us to advance past the oh, finally. I knew it hadn't frozen because the spinny thing was going, but it was still taking way too long, man, and we're still not even out of September yet. What the fuck? What the hell? I mean, August. Right, now we're into September. Good. Now we can finally get to the Celtic game. What's this? Hearts' Shankland wins Player of the Month. Redfan Yilmaz wins Young Player of the Month, so happy with that. Oh, and we get Manager of the Month, so there you go, happy days. 4 matches, 3 wins, Manager of the Month. Ange Postecoglou came in second place, and Stephen Robinson of St Mirren got third. So interesting there. So looks like we all had a 75% win ratio, but they decided to give it to me, so not too sure why I got the nod. I mean, you'd think they'd give it to the St Mirren manager, considering it's obviously a lot harder to get 3 wins as St Mirren managers than it would be as either Rangers or Celtic. But no, they gave me the award. I'll take it. It's my first manager award of the month, so happy with that. Kilmarnock Stokes in talks with MK Don, so it looks like we could be seeing a player potentially leaving Kilmarnock. And oh no, Connor Goldson's out injured. That's just unbelievable, man. Seriously, all the times he could have picked up a knock, all the times we could have injury doubts. Why does he have to pick up injury just 2 days before the Celtic game, man? That's insane. Connor Goldson, speaking about how he's the rock of our defence, how he's like probably the first name on the team sheet in centre back position, and now he might not even be on the team sheet at all. That sucks. That really, really does suck. So hopefully he's okay. But even if he is okay, I don't even know if I don't know if I risk him on the game, because he's going to have 2 days he's pretty much not training. I don't know if he'll fully fit. I don't know if he'll have 100% match sharpness. So yeah, those 2 days where he recovers from whatever injury he's got, man, that could be crucial. That could be absolutely crucial. And I don't know what is happening here, but this is like the longest ever 1st of September in Football Manager history, man. We're literally just, we're not stuck on the screen because you can see it is loading, but I don't know, man, for some reason this is like taking 10 million years for us to advance into the next day, and it feels like it doesn't want us to get into this Celtic game, man. The anticipation is killing me. I want to play Celtic. I need to play Celtic. I need this game to happen, but for some reason they're like, no, not today. We'll just continue to wait and wait and wait, but sooner or later this game has to happen. So we can wait as long as you want, but the game is going to happen, and it will happen, hopefully, within the next couple of minutes, if this will hurry up and load. Imagine it just finished loading, it said all your players are injured. Fucking hell. You have to forfeit the Celtic game. The entire team's dead. That would suck. In all the news though, Dundee United's Peter Pawlett has signed a new deal with the club, so that's interesting to see. In terms of our job security though, we're secure. To summarise, the board are very pleased with your overall leadership of the team, and the fans are very pleased as well. So far so good. Rangers players to register for the next phase. We need to register some players. Oh god, who do we register here? How many players have we currently got registered? So let me see. Charlie McCann. I don't think we need to register those guys. I guess we'll confirm the selection. Yeah, we'll confirm that. Boom. So players unregistered. So Hadji, Suter, and Hollander, Sands, and Obafor. But we can't register. There's no point registering unfit players. So it is what it is. We'll continue. We'll continue with the team, and it's Celtic up next, so like we have to win this. I need the best 11 players possible, man. There can be no deadbeats on this team. There can be nobody that's just not pulling their weight, especially if they're fat. We need everybody pulling their weight, so I need top performances here from these 11 players that we pick. So I don't know who I'm going to pick. I know which players are definitely going to start, but in terms of the entire 11, I'm not too sure. I know Cholak's going to be playing up front. I have to go with Cholak. The guy scored like 8 goals already this season, so he will 100% start. But I'm not too sure about the rest of the team. Obviously Ryan Kent is the most creative player that we have. He will start against Celtic. But we need to make sure that we get the rest of the team selection right. I don't know if I can risk Connor Goldson, especially if he's not fully fit. And the fact he got injured 2 days before the Celtic game, that just is zero luck, man. Postecoglou's giving me credit though. I don't want credit for you big fat Australian man. Go and eat a kangaroo or something, mate. Right, we're gonna. Oh no, Morelos is injured too. Damn it, Morelos. No, the Colombian buffalo. He's fucked. We can give him an injection, but I don't want to do that. God damn it, we're gonna have to. Ah, man, that's Alfredo out. He's gonna have to get touched up by the physio. Ah, that sucks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's just got Morelos out. We've got Connor Golds in it. We've got all the injuries that we already had at the start of the season. So Suter's out. We've got who else is out? There's a bunch of players. I can't even remember, man. We've got that many injuries. I can't even remember who's out. And now we have to go and play Celtic here with half a team essentially at Celtic Park, and we cannot afford to lose. If we lose, we go 3 points behind them. We need to win to go top of the table before our first Europa League game of the season. So this is massive. This is fucking massive here. We need this. Come on. This has to be done. James Sands is not performing in training. Why not? He's not performing in training. He's not performing on the fucking pitch either. The guy's shite, man. He doesn't perform at all. Wonder if he performs in the bedroom. Probably his missus is pissed off with him as well. I need performers, right? I need good players. I need someone that's gonna. I literally need players that are gonna die on the pitch. I need players that are willing to die to get us this win against Celtic. So here we go, guys. Make your case. Let's pick the team. We need to win it. It's televised as well, so I mean the whole world will watch us. If we turn up and play shite, we're going to be embarrassed here. If you look at the goal difference, we're on 9 and Celtic's on 11, so 9-11. This could be an absolute disaster. It's been recommended that we make 10 changes to the team. Making 10 changes to the team is never a good idea. Why would you want to disrupt the team that much? We're not going to do that. Why I'm going to do this though, I'll tell you what, McGregor's coming back out. I'm going to put McLaughlin in. Risky, I know, but I've made McLaughlin my number 1. I need to stick with him. Leon King is not going to play right wing back at all. We're going to bring in. Fuck me, why have we got all the young kids here? Hold on. Where's Tav? Right, we need to get Tav back in. Definitely get Tav in. Let's get to the filter section. Need to get rid of the B team. Fuck me, we can't have the B team against Celtic. Definitely not. We need the A team. We need the A squad. Get that B team out of here, man. Right. Let's look at who should start. Cholak's obviously got 9 goals, so Cholak has to start. Sakala's got 1. Sakala's dropping straight to the bench. Charlie McCann, mate, he played well against who's it? What's it called? Partick Thistle, but you ain't starting against Celtic. We're going to bring in Ryan Jack. I trust Jack. I think Jack could do a good job. We'll switch Jack with Lundstrom, so Lundstrom can play in the middle. Charlie McCann, is he not? He's got a wee flight thing beside him. I don't know what that means. He's on holiday or something. What's that mean? International duty. So he's playing for North. Oh, that's nice. That's nice that he'd rather play for Northern Ireland instead of playing in the Old Firm derby against Celtic. That's incredible. Thank you, Charlie McCann. You absolute prick. Imagine choosing a friendly for Northern Ireland over the Old Firm game. That's insane. We're going. Barisic did score in the last game, but I'm going to put Yilmaz in. I've got to give Yilmaz a chance. He's been playing pretty well at the start of the season. Ben Davis will come in for McKinnon. Connor Goldson, he's not got the fitness. Do I play Goldson? If I don't play a fully fit Goldson, I can see us losing. But if I play a fully fit Goldson, then I can see us still losing. So I don't know what I do. If I play Goldson, we'll probably lose. If I don't play Goldson, we will lose. Shite. I've got no. I can't even use like a magic sponge on him or nothing to. Fuck. Right. Let's see, man. Take a breath, mate. This is an important game. I need to get the result here. I need to get this right. This is the fucking biggest selection I've ever had to make in my life. Forget tests, man. This is the ultimate test. A levels. This is the fucking starting 11 levels, right? I need to get this entire team picked to perfection. Do I go with Goldson or do I not go with Goldson? That is the question. If I don't go with Goldson, then who do we have? No one. I've got Leon King. I could play Leon King, but do I really want to bring Leon King in? Do I trust Leon King against Celtic? Do I trust Leon King? You know what? I'll play King. Fuck it. Look at that. His last 5 games, he's averaging 7.26. I trust Leon King. I give him the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, Goldson's not fit enough. Tillman. I'm going to play Tillman through the middle. We're going to bring in Ryan Kent. And out on the right, we'll give the nod to Matondo. I think Matondo's playing slightly better than Fashion Sakala, and I think that's how we're going to line up then. I believe that is it. Let's get Glenn Kamara on the bench as well though. Glenn Kamara, who's he going to come on for? I'll put him on for Robbie Ure, and that should do it then. Boom, that's the team. It's going to be McLaughlin, Tav, King, Davis, Yilmaz, Jack, Lundstrom, Matondo, Tillman, Ken, and Cholak. So mentality wise, I'm going to go cautious. Possession, let's see, we can go more direct, up the tempo a bit as well while we're at it. Hit early crosses. We'll try and find Cholak in the middle. We will get the ball out wider because I think we've got Yilmaz and Tav who can always push forward, so we'll be looking for lots of crosses into the box. In terms of transitioning, I don't want to get ripped open here, so we're going to regroup. We'll hold shape as well. I'm not going to allow Celtic to cut through us. And in terms of out of possession, what we're going to do out of possession, we'll drop deeper. I don't want to give Kyogo and Maida a lot of space behind the defence, so we'll push up a bit and we'll maybe put Cholak up a bit more. So there you go. Right, that's it. Tackling, got to get stuck in, man. It's Old Firm derby, of course you've got to get stuck in. Defensive line, I'm going to drop off more because I'd rather drop off and be able to defend what's in front of us rather than have their fast players getting in behind us. Press and trap, trap inside, trap outside. We'll trap on the outside and cross, stop crosses and fight crosses. We will. I'm going to invite crosses because I think we've got enough to take care of Celtic in the box. Aerially, I think we're alright. So, although that is with Connor Goldson playing, to be fair, with Leon King, I'm not too sure. Let's see the Celtic team. They're probably going to have all their top guns on. Probably going to have Furuhashi, Callum McGregor, Jota. I'm assuming they'll go with Furuhashi. He seems to be, I think he's the top goal scorer in the league, so I believe they will start him. So let's see, the Celtic team is going to be Joe Hart, Juranovic, Vickers, Starfelt, Bernabe, Albagar, Turnbull, McGregor, Abada, Furuhashi, Maeda. I don't think it's their strongest 11, but it's pretty damn close. I mean, let's be honest, there's not many changes you'd make. Maybe Tail over Bernabe, maybe Matt O'Reilly in there, Hatate possibly as well, but other than that, I'd say it is pretty close. They've made 3 changes for the last game, so they've took out Hatate, Idaguchi and Haksabanovic. Add opposition instructions for always press Callum McGregor. If possible, snap him in half, but if not possible, then just don't give him any time on the ball. That is what we have to do here. Right, let's point the finger. Or should we wave our hands or something? I don't know. Fucking call for help. I don't know what we're going to do. Pump the fists. That's what we'll pump our fists and then we'll pump Celtic. That's what the statement has to be. Come on, everyone. I know you all want to beat our rivals as much as I do. That's it. That's the ticket. That one is going to win us this game right here, right now. And if it's not working, 10 minutes to go, if we're getting beat, I'll probably, I don't know, stick Big Shagger up front, stick Alan McGregor up front, and hopefully he can fucking take it to Joe Hart, be all over him, get all over him. Right, this is the team then. Come on, look at that, 11 heroes, 11 blue noses, ready to take the field, and hopefully come away with a massive win. I mean, look at that, St Mirren are right behind us, man. Whoever loses this game are only going to be a point in front of St Mirren. Fuck. Pressure, man. Absolute pressure. The unwashed are here in attendance. 60,000 of them. Ready to... Oh my god, Jack gets booked in the 3rd minute, man. Are you shitting me? Why, Ryan Jack? Why are you doing this to me? 3 minutes in and he's getting booked already. What's that all about? Right, Juranovic. Abada. Redfan. Right, come on. Redfan, look for Kent. Alright, finds Davis. Jack, back to Leon King. No pressure, King. King out to Tav. Tav now to Matondo. Matondo trying to switch play. It's a poor ball though, and Juranovic cuts that out. Abada through the Dyson Maeda. We could be in trouble. We are in trouble. Oh, Leon King, brilliant tackle. I tell you what, that had to be inch perfect or else it was a penalty. Leon King though getting the job done. Kent switching flanks to Matondo. Matondo to Tavernier. Tavernier reluctant to get forward. That's not like Tavernier, man. I expect to see him bomb forward. Don't know why he's passing it back the way. King, out to Tav. Tav, again turning back to King here, man. We're afraid to go into the Celtic half. Lundstrom loses out to Maeda. That's piss poor. It's through to Turnbull. It's through to McGregor. And it's fucking Callum McGregor. 2nd goal of the season. That all came from... I can't even remember who lost the ball. I think it might have been Lundstrom. And Celtic hit us just like that. Sucker punch, 1-2, and we are ready for the knockout blow. I think already, man. It's not been a good start. Kent loses it to Abada. Celtic have possession of the ball already. I feel like the next goal is crucial. A great win there by Tillman. Steps in, gets it. Moon King. Fucking hell, lag. Why is it lagging so much? What the fuck is happening here? Like, if the lag helps the score, I'll take it. It's Redfan Yilmaz. Oh, brilliant. He steps away from his Celtic man. It's a cross. I can't even... What the fuck is happening here? It's Matondo. Slow motion. Brilliant. It's Tillman. It is Tillman with the goal. And we're right back in this. We have equalised not long after going behind. I will take that. Didn't expect to see that quicker response, but we've got it 3 minutes after the Celtic goal, and it is Malik Tillman, Robbie Matondo with the assist, and then Robbie Matondo with the yellow card. So, come on. What is this? Where am I from, mate? Northern Ireland. Well, Scotland, but living in Northern Ireland, it's a shithole, unfortunately. But don't worry, I'll return back to Scotland one day. I might return if I get humped here. I might not be welcome back in Scotland if we lose this game. Ball back to Joe Hart. What's Joe Hart going to do? Joe Hart to Carter Vickers. Vickers now finds Albergard, and Celtic are just playing about. Oh my god, Dyson Maeda over the top. Dyson Maeda's through. Oh, brilliant for Liam King Davis off the line. Jesus Christ. Ben Davis clears it away with a header. That was close. That was very close. I thought Dyson Maeda had put Celtic in front for the second time today, but brilliant clearance. That was off the line. So another free kick now for Celtic. It's going to be Bernabe with the delivery. Bernabe, back post, and it's well wide of the target, man. Let's go. "39 minutes in. Can we get to half time with the draw intact?" I'm hoping so. 2 minutes have had it on time to go. I mean, we've only had 3. We've been outplayed, there's no doubt about it, man. We've been outplayed and outclassed. But saying that, we're moments away from getting into the interval with a draw. So, I mean, we could be looking pretty good here. It's Dyson Maeda though. As soon as I say that, Dyson Maeda, good save from McLaughlin. He forces it over the bar, and it's going to be a Celtic corner. Can Celtic take advantage? Will Celtic score this? It's Bernabe, left foot it in, it's headed away, Turnbull brings it down, Turnbull trying to get around. Oh, and it's half time. I thought he'd give a penalty there. Fuck. Panic attack, man. I thought the penalty was given, but he didn't. And let's see here, we need to point fingers. The fans turn up through thick and thin, guys. Remember that while we're getting absolutely tanked here by Celtic. Right, let's go. Second half. Celtic lead in terms of shots by 16-3, but in terms of scoreline it's 1-1. So we're doing something right. You know, we're holding on to a draw. Tavernier, King into Jack to Lundstrom. That's several times now Lundstrom's gave it away, man. Poor passing for John Lundstrom. Has to do better. Starfelt to McGregor out to Kyogo. Ryan Kent playing it through to Matondo's away here if he can beat his man. It's Matondo against Bernabe. Whips it in back post. Cholak's there. Tillman! Oh, not Tillman. He got a touch on it. Tillman got the touch, but it went over the bar. It was directed towards goal, but it wasn't on goal. And oh man, Celtic come away with it. Celtic hold on now to this 1-1. It's headed away by Davis. It's ball out to Kyogo. Kyogo inside. What's happening here? No way! David Monroe's given a penalty. For what? For fucking what, man? That's a joke. VAR's checking the penalty. Penalty awarded, man. Are you joking me? Like, what if they give the penalty for? Seriously. What if they gave that penalty for? It's going to be Juranovic. Oh, it's saved by McLaughlin. John McLaughlin is a hero. John McLaughlin is a beautiful man. It shouldn't have been a penalty. It was never a penalty. And John McLaughlin makes sure justice was done. What a fucking save. And we get the ball cleared. It's still Celtic 1, Rangers 1 here in Glasgow. We've got 25 minutes remaining. Celtic are pushing forward. They're trying to get the winner, but we're holding out at the moment. Bernabe to McGregor. Kalmak strikes it well over the bar. Well over the bar. I think it's going to be substitution time as well, guys. Let's do it. Let's get these subs done. We're going to... Well, first of all, mentality-wise, we're going to... You know, I am going to keep us on cautious because I do want to get something at this game. I'm going to go a bit more direct with the passing, though. And we're going to try and up the tempo more slightly, and I believe I will look to make some substitutions as well. Bernabe trying to find, oh no, Giamakis, for fuck's sake, it's Giamakis with the goal, and unless we get saved with the linesman, it doesn't look like. Oh, Liam King's taking the blame. Liam King's taking the blame. Proceed with tactical changes, sure, why not? But we need to do something. We're going to go positive. Let's get into the substitutions here. Hopefully we can try and find something with 10 minutes to go. Celtic have had 20 shots to our 6, so they have been the better team, but I mean, we've tried. At the moment, it's not looking like it's going to be enough. Ryan Kent has been poor. Ryan Kent has been poor. We're going to... Do we go 2 up front, or... What do we do? That's the big question. Tillman has scored, but he's not been great, if we're being honest. I might take Tillman off. We're going to bring on... Morelos is injured. Can't even really bring Morelos on. I'm going to bring on Tom Lawrence. We'll bring on Arfield for Lundstrom as well. We'll play Arfield as a advanced playmaker on attack. Matondo, we'll bring on Fashion Sakala. Oh God, who else can we bring on? We'll bring on Borna Barisic for Yilmaz. We will push these two up a little bit as we try and find something. Barisic then gets moved into the left back position. We'll move Tav up to the right back position. They're still playing at full backs, but we're pushing them up more. So let's do it. Let's go. We need to get Jack, I think, further up the field as well. We'll see if we can push Jack up, and he's on a yellow. I don't know if we take Jack off. We've got one more sub. We could potentially bring on Glenn Kamara for Ryan Jack, and I mean, this is it, guys. It has to come from here. We need to find a goal in the next 10 minutes, or else we're not going to get a result here, and we will fall 3 points behind Celtic. And it's a Celtic corner. Haksabanovic whips it in. It's Oliver Albagard. That will do it. It's going to be all over here at Celtic Park. There's no coming back for this. There is no coming back for this. Celtic now have a 2-goal lead with just a couple of minutes to go. Ball whipped in, Cholak contests it, McGregor heads it away, Barisic picks it up, he finds Kamara, maybe get a goal here, there might be a chance. It's Arfield, it's brilliant for Arfield, and Joe Hart is not kept out. Joe Hart with a shocking attempt at a save. That's a massive error for Joe Hart, and I don't know what Arfield's doing. He's like fucking taking a breath, I don't know what he's doing, but we need to get the ball, we need to get this game back underway. Ball out to Haksabanovic. Celtic are trying to get back a 2-goal lead, and it's broken to Tavernier, but he loses it. It's going to be Kent to McLaughlin, that's poor, man. McLaughlin just plays it straight to Anthony Ralston, who will launch it up to Haksabanovic. Giamakis offside, Rangers free kick, and we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to do something, and I don't think we're going to do it. Referee looks at his whistle, blows full time, and that's it. It's finished at Celtic Park. Celtic 3, Rangers 2. We tried, we gave it a good go, but it just wasn't enough. We've got to thrash the arms here. We weren't good enough. We weren't good enough. Let's be honest. We almost got a draw. We held it late, but even if we did get the draw there, we didn't deserve it. I've got to be honest here. I can't sit and lie and say we should have got the draw there, or we were just as good as Celtic. We weren't. Scoreline probably is closer than it should have been, but it's disappointing. We now drop 3 points behind Celtic, and we came into this episode with a 2-point lead as well, so that doesn't exactly help us. In fact, it hurts us. Ridvan Yilmaz is now 5 appearances away from making 10 appearances, which will trigger a transfer clause that was part of his move from Besiktas. If triggered, Rangers have to pay Besiktas 250k. Okay, didn't know that. Probably explains why the guy hasn't played that much in real life. Rangers can't afford to fucking pay the money. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, guys, that is it. We'll have a quick look at the league table, and then we'll end it there. I feel like ending myself after that, man. Got it, absolutely got it. Should have did better. Hibs beat Kelly, Livingston drew with Hearts, Motherwell beat Dundee United by 3-1, and Ross County lost to Aberdeen by 2-1 also. You see the league table now, we do remain in second place. However, Motherwell and Hibernian are also on 13 points, then you have St Mirren just a point behind. So it's very, very close. Not a great episode for us. If you look back at the results, we did beat Ross County and we sneaked past Partick Thistle, but we lost the Old Firm derby. We could only draw against PSV, which meant we got knocked out the Champions League, and we drew against Hibernian. We will need more guys next time out. We start the Europa League group stages, so that'll be some big games there against Feyenoord and Union Berlin. We also have Aberdeen at Pittodrie, and we've Dundee United at Tannadice. So, like I said, some massive games in the next episode. We'll be looking to get big points. We'll be looking to win all those games, especially in the league. We need to start winning and trying to catch up with Celtic. Anyway, guys, that will do it for this episode of the Rangers Rebuild. I will try and be better next time out. Unfortunately, we've lost ground on Celtic. Wasn't my intention, but sometimes shit happens, and that's what happened to us today. Fucking shit. I'll catch you guys in the next one then. Till then, guys, been Scotland 90. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe on Twitch if you want, subscribe on YouTube if you want, give us a follow. Follow's free as well on Twitch, so do that. If you've got an Amazon Prime account and you want to subscribe or whatever, then by all means do it, and I would greatly appreciate it. But if not, man, don't worry. I guess the AdSense will just have to pay me for now. That's it though. Till next time, I can't wait to get my 10 cents. I'll see you in the next one.